conception, script, fine-tuning the script, and a massive amount of pre-production. Yeah, and I said this the last time too, that we had to shoot it in one day. So the amount of planning, really, we had to make sure all our ducks were in a row. So yeah, so just about a year and a few months.
Yeah, we had actually shot for longer. I mean, I did 5 days, you did...
We did 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days.
So impressive. Over here and then back there.
Oh, shorts always feel to me like poems. They're such kind of dense, wonderful nuggets of so much. And I just wondered, as writers, either, maybe not either, but oftentimes you're a novel writer or you're a big film production person or you're a poet, and you just almost can't not be a poet. Is that how you three are? Are you mostly poets?
Yeah, well, film is a language, and it's also, I have a music background, and music is a language as well. And yeah, the visual element with the auditory element, it is a type of poetry, I think, because you're trying to express something that may not be expressed in simple language as far as words. So absolutely, that's a poetry, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I mean, I come from an art background, actually. I was photography and sculpture and writing. And for me, I can't imagine not writing, and then it became very frustrating to always write. And as a screenwriter, unless you're on TV, you may never see your work. I mean, I've had a movie produced, but I may never see another movie produced again unless I get proactive. And so there's something so gratifying about writing something and thinking, I'm going to do this, because you realize how much you need that. You need to see it up there. You need to work with the people to bring your vision, because you have such a strong vision of what you're doing onto the screen, because that's what it's meant for. So it's a big draw.
I think about my film as a poetry. It's definitely poetry, and I think as the poetry has a certain rhythm, this film also has a rhythm. And if it doesn't have the rhythm, then you can't tune in with it. And I'm very inspired by work of Andrei Tarkovsky, who is a Russian director, whose father was a poet, Arseny Tarkovsky. And if you actually saw his films, such as Mirror, for instance, it's an amazing masterpiece. And the whole everything that he's done, really, based on his father's poetry. And it's an amazing, amazing artwork. So I'm very inspired, and I felt that this film is also very poetic, because you see these rituals, and you see the symbols, and you see these metaphors. You come up with your own interpretations. This is exactly what happens when you read good poetry.
And I think also something about film as poetry